be the next Hokage, believe it. Hey everybody, what's up? Welcome back to the Games Cage. What's Gucci? What's out here? What's popping today? And only today, oh my god, that was really like, we are here to talk about a Nintendo Direct, guys. It's time, all right? I'm not messing around anymore, okay? This is the prime time to talk about this stuff. But before I get into that, first of all, thank you all for subscribing, liking all the content, all that jazz. But of course, I'm here to be happy and welcome Gfuel to the Games Cage family. That's how we are sponsored by Gfuel. Now we got the Gfuel out here in the back here. Shout out to the boy Naruto with the flavor, bro. This shit tastes like orange, so go buy it. You can go in the link in the description. You'll have the Gfuel link. You can use code GamesCage and you will be ready to go with a nice discount. You're gonna have a good time with it, okay? So support the content, support me with all that stuff, and enjoy it, because that is really good stuff. But we are here to talk about Nintendo now. First of all, before we get into the Direct, I want to say all the music stuff going on Nintendo, because I feel like that's a fair thing to address. Gfuel, who's known to upload a lot of Nintendo music, just got a shit ton of claims, just like claims left and right, up and down and on the side from a lot of Nintendo music, and it's been really unfortunate to see, man. It's so frustrating with Nintendo, in a sense of like, it's such a big problem that like they're a Japanese company, so a lot of the rules that we sort of go by here and how we sort of go about, you know, game OSTs and all of that are very different. I mean, we saw recently, especially with the whole Mark situation on YouTube, you know, the YouTuber who had that whole situation with Toei and all this stuff, and how Toei of Japan was like very hard to reach, and it was a whole situation. So it's like, I just think like there's always going to be a problem with the disconnect between, you know, the West and Japan with how they handle treating the fans and all this stuff of fair use, blah blah blah. Now granted, yes, Gfuel was just posting the songs on YouTube, but like Nintendo doesn't. Like, if Nintendo was able to just post these things on their YouTube channel or a streaming service, that would be so nice. I mean, we saw that with like Nintendo's so funny because they'll randomly do it. Like Jump Up Superstar was on streaming services, you know, the Pokemon songs are on streaming services, a lot of them. But it's like, for all Nintendo stuff, it's so weird. Like, what do you want me to do? I'm not gonna, Nintendo, I am not going to put Smash Bros in my pocket and use the sound player there. I'm just not gonna do that. So Nintendo, please find a way to do that, and of course make that happen, because we're tired of people like, you know, the good people making some good music out there and posting them for people to listen that you made getting dicked over. All right, so put that shit somewhere. Thank you, I appreciate it. Now on to the more lighter note. It is February, which usually means Direct season is upon us. You know, we just had the release of Pokemon Arceus. Awesome game, I'm loving it. And we got Kirby in March, which leaves a big gap in February for Nintendo content. There isn't really any Nintendo games coming out this month, and it feels like this is usually the time to start saying information, because again, after Kirby, we're sort of out in the dark. And of course, what's called Triangle Strategy in March. You know, we're sort of in the dark for release date. We have a lot of games. You know, obviously, we have Advance Wars, we have Splatoon 3, we have Bayonetta 3, we have Breath of the Wild 2. So many things, probably some stuff Nintendo hasn't even mentioned yet. And I feel like it's time for it. Now, I don't want to do like a full-on prediction of stuff, because I feel like we should save that for when, you know, a Direct is actually announced. But I figured it would be a good time to discuss, you know, when it's going to happen, why it should happen, and all that. So yeah, first of all, when this week feels a little too late. You know, it feels like, you know, we're Wednesday. This is usually when they would announce it for Thursday, unless again they announce it later today, in which this video is completely irrelevant by then. But yeah, there's a chance it could be this week, but I'm starting to doubt it. I'm guessing what makes the most sense is within a week or two. Even I would say like in 2 weeks. I would say like maybe second or third week of February. You basically just announce a Direct, and that way, you know, you've distanced yourself a bit from Arceus. You're still far enough from Kirby that you're able to put out a new trailer and promote that, and we could start getting announcements for stuff. Because again, we're lacking release dates. Like for example, Advance Wars. Where's the Advance Wars release date? That game was delayed to spring. We have not seen a second trailer for it or anything, so I'm guessing that game's gonna get a release date. I'm assuming that's an April game. I feel like that game can't be any later than April, because like it's a smaller title, and it basically got pushed to spring, and I feel like it's got to be time, right? So we have that. Second of all, right, Mario plus Rabbids Kingdom Battle. Now I know that's Ubisoft, but there's a chance Nintendo could show what's going on with that. No idea where that is. You know, that could be, I feel like that could be a summer game. You know, that could be a fall game. Again, granted, Ubisoft might want to take care of the marketing for that, but there's a chance Nintendo gives us an update on that, which is important. You know what I mean? So we have that. I'm looking at this list here, right? We got stuff like Chocobo JP coming out. We got Bayonetta 3, right? Bayonetta 3, I know we got the release date. And I know we got 2022, but it would be nice to know what's going on with it. Is that going to be a fall game? Is that going to be a summer game? Like, I don't know. Like, it's that with Bayonetta. My guess is it's going to take the slot that Astral Chain did, which is August. Now these don't correlate, but like, you know, there's a small pattern of like, okay, No More Heroes 3. Action-like game in August. We had Astral Chain in August. So Nintendo, like, so again, obviously not really a pattern, but these sort of action games have done well and leaned heavily around the August-September slot, you know, sort of pre-fall but late summer in that. So I could totally see Bayonetta 3 hitting that slot. Just we need a new trailer. You know, the game looks fantastic. We got a nice gameplay look, but give us a story look, give me a bit more action, tell me what the costumes are. I remember Bayonetta 2 had those cool Nintendo costumes, so bring that in there. That would be really dope. And of course, a big one we've talked about before, I'm not gonna stay too long on it because we talked about it, Mario Party Superstars DLC. Hopefully, I mean, that would be really cool. Oh man, I just remembered that we're not gonna get a Smash character this direct. Man, that's gonna be really sad. I feel like that's going to hit different, that we're not going to get a Smash thing there. So we have that. Also Kirby, right? Like I said, we're probably going to get another trailer for Kirby in the Forgotten Land. I assume it'll show maybe some new powers we don't know yet, or it'll be like a bit of an overview trailer. So we'll have that. And I'm guessing we are going to see a Kirby spin-off or some sort of remaster re-release, because if you guys didn't know, there was this magazine that talked about how there was more Kirby projects coming, and they're celebrating the 30th anniversary. And obviously, if you guys know anything about Kirby, is that whenever a new game comes out, Nintendo just randomly always has like a spin-off or two that drop on the eShop. So that's probably going to happen. I could assume that's going to come at some point. And another thing we could talk about, Wii U remasters, right? Like, I feel like we are obviously at the bottom of the bottom of the bottom of the barrel now with Wii U. But the one massive notable one that they are missing from the Wii U, Wind Waker HD and Twilight Princess HD. Even then, I would say Wind Waker HD a step above that. Of like, these are the must gets, because Breath of the Wild 2 right now, very up in the air. I feel like they are. I feel like here's what I'm guessing, right? I think they want to save. They have Wind Waker HD and Twilight Princess HD ready. I think what's gonna happen is if they have Breath of the Wild 2 ready for this year, they will save those two games for like January, February. But if Breath of the Wild 2 gets delayed this year, they will drop Wind Waker HD and Twilight Princess HD. Because so far, Nintendo has tried to have a Zelda release every year for the Switch so far. We had the year where we had Hyrule Warriors Definitive Edition. We had the year where we had, what's it called, obviously Breath of the Wild. We had the year where we had Cadence of Hyrule. We had the year where we had Skyward Sword HD, Link, and there's a year with Link's Awakening. So Nintendo's had a yearly Zelda release. So that would sort of be a big deal in there. Again, like I said, I don't want to get too deep into the predictions of what exactly is going to happen, but it feels like it's time, because we also have rumors of Monolith stuff. So Monolith stuff has a few things, right? They've mentioned out in February they have some sort of reveal, or like their orchestra said they have some sort of music reveal. They just completely revamped their entire website and launched it. You know, it's like, why would you do that randomly unless, like, you know, you were preparing for something or setting something up? So there's definitely the seeds that are being planted. Like I said, Pokemon just launched the Arceus or Arceus, or however you're gonna say, and it's been really successful. Now, again, like I said, I understand why they want to give it a bit of space. It's doing well and all that stuff, so let that breathe a bit and then give us the direct around that February slot. And of course, Mario, right? We really, this is, I think, is it the first time in a while? It's definitely the first time where like we don't have any roadmap for Mario currently. Like, we just have no clue. We don't know if there's a new Mario Kart. We don't know if there's Mario Party DLC. We don't know if they're making a 2D Mario. We don't know where the 3D Mario is. Like, I doubt, and like I said, Nintendo has a big Mario movie coming out this year. I doubt they are gonna go without like at least 2, maybe even 3 Mario games. I would say 2, max 3 Mario games, but at the very least 2 new Mario titles. If anything, like I said, it's got to be probably Odyssey 2. If it's not Odyssey 2, give me Galaxy 2 HD remaster on the eShop. Give me another sports spin-off that isn't golf or or tennis, thank you very much, and that would be really dope. But yeah, like I said, it's hard to tell with directs because they're so random. And not just that, but like Nintendo's the type of company I've always said that like they could do anything they want. They could be like, now we're bringing back Ice Climbers, you know, now we're making another Yoshi game, now we're making Wario. I mean, we just got WarioWare Together recently. Now, oh dude, please, WarioWare Together, please add online play. Please, please, please. That game is so fun, has so many cool side modes that I never get to play because we live in a damn time where like no one is really going to each other's houses except for rare times. So please, Nintendo, just put DLs, put like online in the game. That'll breathe new life into that game and I'll be able to play it with people. And of course, the big one, Splatoon 3. I feel like Splatoon 3 is going to be a big focus of the next direct because I'm guessing that game is going to come out around May, June. I'm feeling Splatoon 3 is a very May/June kind of game. So I have a feeling the next direct is going to have a heavy focus on it. I'm thinking like maybe a 5-6 minute segment where they're like, here's your new plaza, you know, here's the new weapons, here's what the campaign's about, get ready for your Splat journey. And I think that's when they will also announce when the Splat Fire testing they do, basically the beta they always do for Splatoon. I bet it'll be in March. So like I said, I don't want to get too deep into the Nintendo Direct speculation trend. You know, I know, honestly, I'm right here, so I might as well, maybe we'll revisit it when we're close to it. But yeah, like I said, what I want mostly is I want that Splatoon 3 update. I want that Kirby Forgotten Land, what's it called, update trailer with whatever spin-off's coming. I want a new Bayonetta 3 look, and I want a Mario thing, and of course, I want the definitive answer, which I'm scared we're not gonna get, which is what is happening with Breath of the Wild 2. And I feel like that February, like, I have a feeling this February direct is going to be very big. You know, usually, because Nintendo usually has sort of two approaches nowadays, right? The February direct is either really big, and then at E3, they give updates and they have a focus on one big game that's going to come out later this year. Or the February direct is just going to be great with one big surprise at the end, and then E3 will be like the crazy show that goes on. But I have a feeling this February one, with Nintendo's lineup they've got going on this year, whether it's indies or their main stuff or all this, like we have it, like already Arceus being a banger game has already set a good precedent for the year, right? If we get Breath of the Wild 2 somehow, that would be insane. If we get Splatoon 3, it'll be insane. Kirby, Advance Wars, Mario plus Rabbids, Triangle Strategy, all these like other side games, all that, just like we have the chance to make this year a crazy fucking year, and this is just the stuff we know. I know Nintendo's got surprises, they know they've got surprises, which they always do, and that's the most exciting part to me, the fact that there's still more to this year than we know. So of course, guys, let me know when you think the direct is going to happen. Hey, maybe you don't think it's going to happen in February, maybe you think it's going to happen in March. You know, let me know what you think. What do you want to see the most? I probably forgot a bunch of stuff, as I always do. And yeah, so let me know what you guys think. Let me know what you're excited to see, and of course I will see you all next time. Peace. I love you. Woo!